So, Thunderfoot, I guess you've decided to go ahead and go ahead and return to the Dawa death threat. Guess you wanted to dig up that ancient history. It was a straw man when you trotted it out the first time. It's a straw man now. What's troubling about it is that you had Dawa Films dead to rights. Him wanting to find your personal information to have you penalized by your employer is beyond the pale. It's bad behavior, just straight out. There's no justifying it. And the people that are saying that it's okay or somehow justifiable now, I part company with you folks. He was wrong. But that doesn't change the fact, Thunderfoot, that you strawmanned him then and you strawmanned him now. But I think it's interesting that you went back to that particular moment, because if you're an honest man, and Lord knows if you're honest to yourself you aren't in public, but if you're an honest man, that has to eat at you, knowing that you misrepresented that boy. Dawa is 25 years old, and when I was 25 I had a bit of a hair trigger, a hell of a lot more than good old Ali has. And yeah, he's let all this nonsense eat at him, and all of the bad-hearted people that come over to his channel from after watching your videos to leave ignorant comments on his channel page. He's let it eat at him, and he's gone and done something foolish and wrong, and he needs to be told so. That's all right. And you had him dead to rights. But instead you decided to dig up the past and talk about something that you did to him. Because you didn't call the FBI on him, but you definitely sicked the internet on that poor kid. And you're apparently aware that he views himself as a bit of a victim. Because he is, dude. You victimized that guy. You painted a specific narrative in the most unsympathetic light possible about this person, when in truth what he was doing was responding to you, in which you basically stated a thing that probably go unstated, which is that the Western world, let's be clear about it, we're talking about America, could bomb the entire globe back into the Dark Ages, into the Stone Ages, excuse me. Now, that would be an inconsequential observation if you had made it in a neutral way, but what you did was you packaged it all up into a specific narrative. And that narrative was such that you were basically implying that you were part of a culture that only allows people to live in this world because we feel like it. And that you are somehow just gonna remind everybody, you know, you live at our pleasure. It's the creepiest version of nanny nanny boo boo I think I've ever seen. And for you to act like you weren't relishing the idea of giving everyone that you don't agree with their just desserts, even theoretically, then you've missed the whole boat as far as why people are upset with you, why Dawa Films is upset with you. And you've got 100,000 some odd subscribers that not all of them are bad people by a long shot. Many of them are very smart. Many of them are very smart and they agree with you on the issues as it involves Muslims. But you have to be aware that you have got some ignorant fuckers on that site of yours, on your channel, that subscribe to you. They are ignorant as hell. And do you not have any sense of responsibility in this? That you could have tried to bridge the gap, but instead you stoked those flames of intolerance, and you continued to. This is my last video to you, and I don't care. I don't care anymore. The only reason I've been sticking around to say anything to you is because I actually held out some hope that at some point, a little bit of reasonability, common sense, and just some compassion for other people who are not in the same position you're in, who are not, in a rather privileged position. I thought that at some point maybe you would try to extend some kind of an olive branch and at least give Ali the chance to hang himself instead of lynching the kid. It's very possible that he could have done that all by himself, that he could have said some stupid things and done all the damage with his own mouth. But you weren't content with that because you didn't believe it yourself. You didn't believe that Ali was an unreasonable person. But I'll tell you one thing, if you fuck with somebody long enough, they can be unreasonable. And you wanted it, and so you get it. That's what you got. You got an unreasonable kid on your hands now. He's doing foolish things. You've become a bully. That's all it is, dude. You're just a bully. But I'm done with this mess, and you can have it. Enjoy your internet fame, dude. Enjoy your 15 minutes of fame for what it's worth. I'm not a Bible reading man, but the Bible says something I do agree with, and that is, what profiteth a man if he gain the whole world but he lose his soul? Bye-bye, YouTube.